Good morning, Brainiacs, and welcome to Last Call Live, emanating from deep under the earth, spreading across the globe at the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is Last Call Live from Green Brain Comics. Well, welcome, Brainiacs. Every week, comic specialty stores just like Green Brain Comics place orders for upcoming comics and graphic novels. These orders help set publisher print runs and are your last chance to set quantities or to reserve a quantity of books just for yourself. I am your host, Dan Merritt, and I am here today to spotlight a few of these upcoming books and give you one last chance to place your orders before our final order deadline. We are broadcasting live from Studio G version 5.0 in East Downtown Dearborn. Welcome to Last Call Live. Oh boy. Here we are, folks. We're going to be looking at some things here today. First thing is first issues, and we're going to be using Comichub. Comichub is the software that powers our store's register, our website, and also it powers this portal for you, the customer, to give you all the tools that we use to make sure that you get what you want. Where are we? There we are. Getting ahead of myself, getting behind myself. Once you sign into Comichub, you can shop Coming Soon. And that's the item that we're going to be looking at. In the Coming Soon, we have a bunch of carousels you can scroll down or you can scroll through. This top one is searching, and it's defaulted to all of the items on the current catalog. Second carousel is last call for confirmed orders. That's the one we're going to be concentrating on today. Pardon me. And further down the line, we also have, next Wednesday's items. This is something you can use to reserve the books that are incoming for sale on Wednesday, January 25th. Okay, so last call for confirmed orders, we're going to be looking at first issues. I got a little bit ahead of myself with that title screen, so let's try it again. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, first thing we are going to be looking at is first issues and alphabetical by publisher. Look at Chilling Adventures from Archie Horror. This is a line of one-shots that focus on different characters and different themes, never really in the continuity of regular Archie universe, but always playing around with the horror stuff. This issue is called Betty, the Final Girl, written by Mikkel S. Osto, with art and this cover by Laura Braga. Keep in mind there are different variant covers. You can use the tools on the side here to scroll through those variant covers. This issue is a one-shot, and it runs $3.99. Next up is a new series from superstar writer James Tynion IV. Let me move my big giant head around here. That looks a little bit better. You get the information. This is written by James Tynion IV with art, and this cover by Michael Avon Oming. Again, we got variant covers here on the side. If you're interested in any of these, just add them to your cart once you're signed in. They will come straight to us after you send us those orders. and we will place them, and everybody's life will be made better. Next up is a new mini-series featuring the Masters of the Universe, this one called Masterverse. This is an anthology series not to be missed, featuring art by Sergio Aragones, Kelly Jones, Eddie Nunez, Fico Ocio, David Rabin, Claudio Balboni, and so many more. Oh, and by the way, check out this beautiful Kelly Jones cover. It's a variant for that first issue. Get those orders in. This book ships on February 15th and has a cover price of $3.99. And from DC Comics, we get another in the one-shot series called Batman One Bad Day. This one focusing on Clayface. Written by the rising stars Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly, with art in this cover by Sermanico. We've got a couple different covers over here by, let's see, Giuseppe Camuncoli, and a couple of incentive variants like this Brian Bolland one, which is terrifying, not only because of the graphic, but also because it's a 1 in 100. That's not going to happen. Not here. Also from DC Comics, we are in 2023, which means we get to start celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Milestone universe, and that kicks off the year with this mini-series called Icon versus Hardware, with this cover by Hraza. It is written by Leon Chills and Reginald Hudlin, and it looks like it features art by Milestone veteran Dennis Cowan and Yasmin Flores Montañez. Also from DC Comics, we get this DC Universe Lazarus Planet one-shot spinning out of that crossover story that started in Batman vs. Robin. This features a whole bunch of different stories by a whole bunch of different creative teams. And it usually features a new character or two, but in this case, the important thing is it features the Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol is going to be playing big in the new DC universe in 2023. I'm excited by that. And from Image Comics, we get this new series from Brian Haberlin. This one called The Last Barbarians. Again, various covers on the sides. If you're into swords and sorceries and really cool art, Brian Haberlin brings you Last Barbarians #1. Also from Image Comics, we get this new series from Mark Guggenheim, the writer, television writer, lots of credits. And also, this is written with a cover by Justin Greenwood and some variants on the side there. If you're interested, just add that to your cart down here. And if you're not seeing those variant covers, make sure to check off the boxes that are, or check the boxes that are up on the top screen that I'm not showing you right now. Maybe I can. No, can't do that. Oh well. There is check boxes at the top of this page for open to order variants and also gated variants, which are the 1 in 25s and the 1 in 50s. Next up from Marvel Comics, we get a series premiere featuring Betsy Braddock, Captain Britain. This is continuing adventures from a couple of different series, all written by Teeny Howard, with art by Vasco Georgiev, and this cover by Erica Durso. It ships on February 22nd and has a cover price of $4.99. Spinning out of Sins of Sinister, Immoral X-Men #1, a 3-issue miniseries written by event mastermind Karen Gillan, with art by Paco Medina, and this cover by Lionel Francis Yu. Oh, I see we also have one of the Planet of the Apes variants off to the side here. That looks kind of cool. That's by Phil Noto. If you're interested in any of these open order variants, please place your orders. I'm being very careful about the amount of variants that we carry for the shelf. If you're interested, make sure you send us an order. Next up, from the newer publisher Whatnot Publishing, get this new series called Liquid Kill by writer Max Hoven and artist Gabriel Umazark. We've got this cover by Tony Infanti and about half a dozen other covers, all from various artists on the side here. So many that you have to scroll, in fact. Ooh, there's a David Mack cover down there. That looks kind of nice. Make sure to send us those orders. And from Scout Comics, a new series called Dead Fellows, written by Cody Hamilton with art by Ramiro Borallo. Looks like an interesting horror comic. Also from Scout Comics this week on FOC is Junction Jones. Was this a one-shot? Nope, I think this is a regular series. Junction Jones #1, written by T.C. Pescatore and art by Luciano Cruzado. That ships on February 22nd, has a $4.99 cover price. Hey, just a note with some of these smaller publishers, make sure to get those orders in if you're interested. It's tough for us to carry all this stuff, but we'd be happy to get you a copy just because you ordered it. And you're special. Let's see. Next up on the right window is a first issue of a new series from publisher Sumerian Comics. This called Rock and Roll Hell #1. Oh, this is the special one, the Cover D Cassette Limited Edition. This one runs $19.99. Though there is a regular version over here that runs $6.99. This is written by Ben Roberts and Sam Romsberg with art by Gregorio di Anguilla. Can I get that over there? Yeah, that looks cooler. Gets kind of crowded here. See if I can get rid of this. Nope, not that one. That's the one. Make sure my lower third is on. Hey, look, I'm a strange visitor from Planet X. Here we are. Let's see, what do we have left in here? Oh, just one more thing to show you. From publisher Vault, we have a new series by Christopher Sabella with art by Ben Hennessy, God Fell. Various covers on the side there. That ships on February 22nd. Has a cover price of $4.99. That does it for our first issue spotlight. You know what time it is? It's time for last call for second issues. Let's see. We get a second issue from AWA from the newer series Trojan. This is written by Daniel Kraus with art by Marco Lesko and Lacey. We get this cover by Jeff Deckel and some other kind of racier covers on the side there. Make sure to get those orders in if you want that B or C cover. Not going on the shelf. Also, we get a #2 from the recent series Mosley by Rob Glory, artist and co-creator of Chew. Mosley #2, I read number 1. It's lots of fun. Great sci-fi. This features art and a cover by Sam Lofty and some other various covers on the side there. This ships on February 15th with a cover price of $4.99. And from DC Comics, we get a second issue of the Season 3 to Batman, The Adventures Continue. That's right, folks. If you're a big fan of the Batman animated adventures, you can get more and more, all from the original creators, Alan Burnett and Paul Dini. This features art by Kevin Altieri with this beautiful cover by Nick Darrington. From veteran creator and his new publishing imprint, Frank Miller Presents, we get this second issue of Frank Miller's Pandora, written by Frank Miller with art by Emma Kubert, shipping on February 15th with a cover price of $3.99. Ooh, and a page count of 64 pages. A little suspicious there. Wonder if it continues. No cover price on that one. Oh, that's because it's a 1 in 25. Yeah. $3.99 there too. Right on. And from IDW, we get a second issue of a new miniseries called Breath of Shadows, written by Rich Doick with art. And this cover, very creepy cover, by Alex Cormack. This is the same team behind Road of Bones and Sea of Sorrows. They got a gimmick there with the word of. That's from IDW. Ships on March 1st with a cover price of $3.99. And we also get a second issue of Nemesis Reloaded, a new series by Mark Miller with art by Jorge Jimenez, who did this cover as well. This is a pretty controversial series already. Not too surprisingly, due to the fact that the star is an anti-hero. He's a villain. And he's got some very interesting techniques for getting his work done. Nemesis 2. And second issue of Zombicide Day 1 from Source Point Press. This is going to be important to get those orders in, folks, because I haven't received number 1 yet. I'm not sure what sales are going to be like on this comic based on a board game, a very popular board game by Simon. This is written by Luca Enoch and Stefano Vietti, with art by Alessio Moroni, Marco Itri, and a cover by Francesco Orizzato. Ships on February 15th with a cover price of $3.99. Please get those special orders in if you want this number 2. And from one of our favorite publishers, Vault Comics, Barbaric Hell to Pay number 2. Number 1 was my pick of the week this week. Great sword and sorcery, lots of violence, attitude, and a talking sword that has a thirst for blood. Barbaric number 2 from Vault Comics. Second issue of Dune, House Harkonnen. Ooh, pardon me. I need to go back and first say, that does it for our spotlight on second issues. Now it's time for... oh, sound effects. Where am I? Here I am. Still learning, folks. Next up on our spotlight on new printings is... Oh, well. Okay, yeah. Let's see. There it is. Yes. Okay, Dune, House Harkonnen, number 1 of 12. This is a second printing featuring a new cover by Michael Shelfer. This ships on February 15th with a cover price of $4.99. I have plenty of the first print on the shelf. If you're interested in reading this, check it out. If you're interested in owning a second print, please get that order into us this week. Also a new printing, previously spoken about, Nemesis Reloaded #1. My pick of the week from a couple of weeks ago. Very controversial again. This issue sold out right away. If you're interested, the ships on February 15th, has a cover price of $3.99. Oh, and that does it for new printings. Oh, I love this. This is so fun. Did I do that right? Yeah, graphic novels. I did that right. All right, we're going to check out some new graphic novels, or in this particular instance, a new printing of Batman, The Doom That Came to Gotham. This was a very early graphic novel or comic from Mike Mignola, who did this cover. It also features interior art by Troy Nixey. I think this book kind of introduced me to the work of Troy Nixey, and he's become one of my favorite artists since. What I just found out is this will be a animated feature from DC Animation. It doesn't quite carry the visual style, but I'm very interested in the story because it's very Lovecraftian, pretty creepy, and very beautiful. I should have had my volume up a little bit further. Let's see if that works. That's better. Next up in Spotlight for Graphic Novels is from DC Comics, The Batman Who Laughs, the Deluxe Edition. This was a very popular series from writer Scott Snyder with art by Jock. This is shipping on April 18th and carries a cover price of $3.99. The deluxe editions are usually a little bit bigger cut size and have some extra stuff in it. 280 pages, lots of fun. The Batman Who Laughs. Can you get more fun? Also from DC Comics, Jurassic League. This is a very fun project. Transposing the Justice League with dinosaurs. What a great concept. This is written by Daniel Warren Johnson and features this beautiful cover by Daniel Warren Johnson as well, with interiors by Juan Gideon. And here we have the Legends of the Dark Knight. This is a very nice hardcover, big hardcover, featuring the art of Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. Features 472 pages, ships on April 18th with a cover price of $49.99. A little bit bigger price tag, so if you want to make sure you get a copy, please send those orders in. And from the Sandman universe, Nightmare Country, the recent miniseries collected into a direct market exclusive graphic novel. Decent price, $19.99, page count 184, and let's see, interior is written by James Tynion IV, art by Lissandro Esterin, and a cover art by Reiko Murakami. And from the newer publisher Fair Square Comics, this is Photonic Man of Light, or Photonic Man of Light. This is cover price $12.99 with a 64-page count. If you're interested in this, please get your orders in. It ships on February 22nd. And from Humanoids, we get this library edition of Alejandro Jodorowsky's work with George Bess, featuring the stories White Llama and the Magical Twins. This series has been fantastic, recollecting some of those smaller graphic albums into a bigger collection featuring 344 pages at cover price $39.99, shipping on February 22nd. We get a new printing of the Fantastic Four Epic Collection, Volume 3, The Coming of Galactus by Superstar Team Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Another epic collection from Marvel, Incredible Hulk, Volume 24. Ooh, this is getting deep into the 90s with work by writer Peter David and art by Adam Kubert, also featuring a cover by Adam Kubert. Very interesting work from, I would say that's around 98, based on some of the annual pieces that are in here. Big old book, 464 pages for $44.99. Let's see who put this one out. Oni Press is delivering this original graphic novel called Hustle and Heart Foretold, written by Heath Amodio, with art by Angelo Razzano and a cover by Adriano Vicente. And finally, in our graphic novel spotlight, Invader Zim from Oni Press. This is the Best of Gaz, written by Jonan Vasquez with art by Aaron Alexovich, shipping on February 21st with a cover price of $11.99. And that does it for our spotlight on graphic novels. One of our last segments coming up here is, let me see if I can get it. Here it is. It's last call for special items. We're going to start off with Superman Space Age. This is the last of 3 issues, but it has run incredibly late, and I am a little bit nervous about stocking this deep. I'm worried that people forgot about it. So to ensure your copy, please get your orders in. This is a series by Mark Russell with art, of course, by Mike Allred. This cover by Mike Allred. Ships on February 21st with a cover price of $9.99. Oops. Let's try that again. There it is. With this 8 Billion Genies number 7, another item that's had some long delays in the project. This is a best-selling book, but apparently all we had is the art for the Spawn variant. So just a shot across the bow. 8 Billion Genies is on FOC this week, shipping on February 15th with a cover price of $3.99. And, you know, these Spawn variants were super popular, sold out right away. If you're interested, make sure to get your special order in for that. Another cool project, this facsimile edition reprinting Amazing Spider-Man number 129, featuring the first appearance of the Punisher. Iconic cover, super fun story. This is one of the first Spider-Man comics I ever owned. Written by Jerry Conway with art by Ross Andrew, and this beautiful cover by Gil Kane. Ships on February 22nd with a cover price of $3.99. Get into a couple of pricier books here. Immortal Hulk Omnibus. This features every issue of the Immortal Hulk by Al Ewing and that other guy who they won't print his name any longer. This cover also by Alex Ross. It ships on July 5th and has a page count of 1,592 pages with a price of $150. This features, I think, another cover, but we don't have the art for it yet. Hopefully that'll be up soon. If you're interested in this, it's a pricey book. I don't know if I'm going to be stocking it too deep, if at all. Immortal Hulk Omnibus hardcover. Also an interesting item called the Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale Spider-Man Gallery Edition. This is a hardcover that collects the story in oversized pages, featuring art by the recently passed away and sadly missed Tim Sale. This has 168 pages and runs $50, ships on July 5th. The Marvel Zombies Zomnibus Omnibus. This is the direct market variant cover. It's a big chunky boy, page count of 1,200 pages, $125. Of course, this is written by The Walking Dead's Robert Kirkman with art by Sean Phillips. Ships on July 5th. A beautiful book. Here's an interesting book by Z2 Comics, co-written or from the minds of RZA, Bobby Digital, and The Pit of Snakes. This is a graphic novel running $24.99, 128 pages with, the talents of Ryan O'Sullivan, who's worked over in Image, with art by Vasily Lolos and a cover by Norzine Lama. Ships on February 15th. And that does it for our spotlight on special items. I got one more thing to go over with you in this last call live, and that is it's our special events. And we've got some special events happening just this weekend, this afternoon, Saturday, January 21st, from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. We are welcoming back in the store our pals Saladin, Ahmed, and Dave Acosta, the creators of this beautiful graphic novel called Dragon. Stop in to meet the creators, signing copies of their new graphic novel. You can even bring some of your books from these creators, and I'm sure they'd be happy to sign them. They will be here for 2 hours this afternoon, Saturday, January 21st, from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Also, coming up on February 3rd, Friday, February 3rd, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., we are having an open Pokemon event that we affectionately call Pokemeet. Come and join us at Green Brain Comics for casual play, trade, and making friends. That is a free event, open to everybody, open to all ages, open to anything that you want to do with your Pokemon games. Come on by and be a part of the fun. And of course, every month, the third Monday, Brain Candy comes back featuring different visual artists, poets, prose writers, and musicians, curated by the Emerging Writers Network. Happens the third Monday of every month from 7 to 9 p.m. and is absolutely free. I'll tell you what, this features some amazing creators. There it is. I don't know if that's any better. Sure. This features some amazing creators. This last event was one of my favorites. It featured a lot of amazing local talent, including the musician Kai 5 Loops. Check that out. We do have an archive of that up on our YouTube channel, right where you're watching this. Let's see if there's anything else I should tell you about. Oh, well, of course, we've got our Brain Scan, our new comic preview. Let's do that. Our new comic preview video live from Green Brain Comics every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. I just put up the next event, and you can make sure to subscribe to the page and ring that bell to get alerts for this particular event. Oh, hey, by the way, our pal Synch has just commented, "Hey, Dan, one of my favorite comic stores. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for tuning in. And thank y'all for tuning in today for Last Call Live. Remember, the deadlines on Last Call for confirmed orders are Sunday. Yes. Sundays at 5 p.m. for DC Comics and Mondays at 5 p.m. for everything else. Get those orders in. Make sure to send those carts. If it's just sitting in your cart, I can't see it. Okay, that does it for this week's Last Call Live. Thanks for joining us. Broadcasting live from Studio G in Green Brain Comics, smack dab in the middle of beautiful East Downtown Dearborn. Last Call live streams most every week at around this time. Be sure to check out our other live streams. Stay up to date on all of our happenings. We are Green Brain Comics on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. On Twitter, and now, we'll just say Twitter at Green Brain Comics. You can shop our store at Green Brain Comics. You can check out information about our store at Green Brain Comics, and you can, use the links inside this video description to shop our web store, go directly to Comichub, and get the app for Comichub and in your iPhone and your Android. I think I did it. I got all the way through. And it was only 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us on Last Call Live. We will see you very soon. Come on by for Saladin, Ahmed, and Dave Acosta today at 4 p.m.